why people disrespect you, and how to make it stop forever. It always begins quietly. A joke that cuts a fraction too deep. A message you know was seen, left unanswered for days. A decision made about you, without you. You feel it first in your body, a cold drop in the stomach, a tightening in the chest. You notice it, and then you bury it. You smile. You tell yourself you're being mature. You tell yourself it's not worth the trouble. But it is, because disrespect is never a single moment. It is a gradual erosion, a test, and every time you stay silent, every time you laugh it off, you aren't being kind. You're signing an invisible contract, one that tells the world your dignity is flexible, that your boundaries are optional, that stepping on you comes without consequence. Niccolo Machiavelli understood this long before modern psychology gave it softer names. He knew that the moment you are perceived as weak, the battle is already lost. The Prince was never written for people who wanted to be liked. It was written for people who wanted to endure. If you're exhausted from always giving more than you receive, if you're tired of shrinking in rooms where you should be standing tall, listen carefully. We're about to dismantle a part of you, the part that craves approval, the part that apologizes for existing. And in its place, we're going to build something solid, something dangerous in the right way. But first, there's a question you avoid in the quiet hours of the night, because the answer makes you uncomfortable. Why do they keep doing this? And why do you keep allowing it? There's a psychological switch you flip every day without realizing it. You flip it with your posture, with your over-apologies, with your constant availability. And every time you flip it, you invite people to step closer and then closer until they're standing on your neck. Disrespect rarely announces itself. It whispers. Humans are efficient scanners of hierarchy. We instinctively assess every room. Who has power? Who lacks it? Who can be pushed? Who must be respected? When someone meets you, a co-worker, a partner, an old friend, they test your fence. A small jab disguised as humor. Showing up late without explanation. Interrupting you mid-sentence. They're watching. If the fence holds, if you respond with stillness, a firm look, a boundary, they retreat. You're classified as someone who requires respect. But if the fence bends, if you smile nervously, if you excuse them, if you minimize yourself, you've given permission, and permission is all they need. Machiavelli observed that people are governed by love or fear. In the modern world, fear doesn't mean physical danger. It means a fear of losing access to you. When you tolerate small acts of disrespect, you are training people how to treat you. You're teaching them your time is cheap, your presence guaranteed, your boundaries theoretical. Think back to the last time you felt diminished, a meeting where you were spoken over, a conversation hijacked mid-thought. Did you stop speaking? Did you apologize? Did you wait your turn? In that moment, you didn't just lose the floor, you betrayed yourself. And that sinking feeling afterward was an embarrassment. It was your intuition screaming that you abandoned your own worth. Disrespect lives in the gap between dignity and fear. You fear conflict. You fear being labeled difficult. You fear rejection. So you choose slow erosion over sharp confrontation. But conflict doesn't disappear when avoided. It compounds. Explaining your feelings won't fix a power imbalance. This isn't therapy, it's hierarchy. When someone disrespects you, explanation sounds like pleading. Pleading invites more pressure. Instead, you become still. When they provoke, don't react the way they expect. Don't lash out. Don't retreat. Look at them. Hold eye contact. Say nothing. Let the silence thicken. Silence is a mirror. In it, their words echo back at them. You'll see them shift. They'll backpedal. I was just joking. Why are you so serious? They're uncomfortable now. The script broke. This is not passivity. It's positioning. Attention is currency. And you don't reward someone for trying to rob you. Sometimes, the sharpest response is agreement. You're lazy. Absolutely. You're weird. Without question. No resistance. No emotional grip. The insult dissolves because it finds nothing to land on. And then there are moments when silence is enough, when the line keeps being crossed. This is where most people fail. They confuse aggression with chaos. True aggression is controlled, precise, quiet. You don't warn. You act. You don't threaten to leave. You leave. You don't argue for respect. You withdraw access. You don't lecture. You remove yourself. The consequence is never words. It's absence. Scarcity creates value. Familiarity without boundaries breeds contempt. When you pull your energy back, calmly, cleanly, you reset the dynamic, not as punishment, but as reality. This will cost you people. That's why it works. If you're not willing to walk away, you have no leverage. None. Anyone who controls your self-worth controls you. And freedom begins the moment you can leave without looking back. But here's the deeper truth. External disrespect mirrors internal tolerance. On some level, you believe this is what you deserve. Your nervous system has a baseline. If chaos was familiar growing up, disrespect feels normal. You tolerate it because it feels like home. Kindness feels suspicious. Stability feels foreign. To change this, you must build an inner fortress. Stop breaking promises to yourself. Stop insulting yourself internally. Stop apologizing for taking up space. Every promise kept becomes a brick. Every act of self-respect recalibrates your presence. And when you respect yourself, disrespect from others feels revolting, not familiar. People sense this. Self-respect is weight. It has gravity. Tomorrow, someone will test you again. A comment, a glance, a tone. When it happens, pause. Turn toward them. Hold the gaze for 3 seconds. Say nothing. Return to what you were doing. Or ask calmly, what do you mean by that? Drag the insult into the light. Watch it shrink. Your heart will race. Your hands may shake. That's not weakness. That's growth. Each time you hold your ground, your nervous system learns you are safe standing up for yourself. And something shifts. You stop being harmless and become controlled. A good person isn't someone incapable of harm. A good person is someone capable of it who chooses restraint. That's where real confidence comes from. Know that you have teeth. Keep them hidden. Let the hilt show. Disrespect is already taken enough from you. Sleep, money, love, self-trust. It's too expensive to tolerate any longer. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. Your goal isn't to make them change. It's to become immovable. To see insults as projections. To step off the chessboard and observe the game. For the next 7 days, watch closely. Notice where you shrink. Notice where you apologize unnecessarily. Choose one moment to hold your ground. One moment changes the pattern. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be sovereign. Your silence will speak. Your absence will educate. Your life will answer the question they're asking. And the answer is simple. No,